Hello students, in this video I will show you how to solve a system of equations using the calculator TI-84. Before we start, we need to create an augmented matrix so we can plug it into the calculator to solve it automatically for us. To do that, I'm going to create the matrix. This matrix is going to contain the x coefficients, the y coefficients, and the constant. I'm going to separate it with an imaginary line. Of course, I'm not going to enter that into the calculator. Now, I'm going to start with the first equation and then the second equation. I will put the first equation in the first line and the second equation in the second line. Now, how do I enter the numbers into this matrix? I will go to the first equation and I will look at the x coefficient. The x coefficient is 5, so I'm going to enter it under the x. And then I look at the y coefficient. The y coefficient is -1, so I'm going to put -1 here. And then the constant is 5, so I'm going to put the constant right there. Similarly, I will enter the 4, which is the coefficient of x in the second row. And then the coefficient of y is -1, and then the constant for the second equation is 3. Now it's time to enter this into the calculator. So I will go to my calculator. First, I will need to input this matrix, which is a 2 by 3 matrix. By the way, it has 2 rows and 3 columns. So I go to second, and then I go to x to the -1, which has the word matrix on top of it. And then I will go to the edit menu and I will edit the first matrix. This matrix is going to be 2 by 3, so 2 enter 3. Sorry, let me go back to that. By 3, and then not 33. Two by 3, and then click enter, and then you start entering your numbers. So the first number is 5, and then -1, and then 5. The next row is 4, -1, 3, 4, -1, and then 3. You notice here that I made a mistake, so I'm going to go and fix it. -1 and 3. And here's another mistake right there. So here is 5, enter, make sure that the numbers are correct, and then you go second and then quit. Next, how are we going to solve it? You're going to, again, navigate to the matrix menu, second and then matrix, and then you're going to go to the math, you're going to do the math, and then scroll down to the option rref, and then click enter. Now you need the matrix right here, so you're going to go second and then matrix, and then you're going to select the first one since the first one is the one we edited, and then close the parentheses and click enter. You notice that now we have a solution. You should have an identity matrix right here, which is 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. If you don't have that, that means you did not select the right function. Maybe you select the one with 1 R instead of 2 R's. So make sure to double check that. And then the solution is going to be the order pair 2 and 5, meaning that x is going to be equal to 2 and y is going to be equal to 5. And that is the solution for this system of equations. I hope this helped you, and I will see you in a different video.